Very encouraging. And exactly as I expected, Benedict Wall. Do you have anything to say here to the rest of us? Or are you just going to pound that and go to sleep? I have nothing to say. You or to anyone else. I think you owe everyone else something. I know, and I'm sure others have discovered your heritage. Says Baracus. But I don't think it's any of their business. Kelpie says. Benedict, what is he talking about? And what are you doing? What are you trying to prove? Did you have some tolerance? We knew that. I'm not trying to prove that I have some tolerance. Well, you best prove yourself now. Sandy speaks up. Wait a minute. What are you trying to get him to say or to do? I don't like this, okay? What's going on here between the two of you? You know, you get him to drink that, and then he pounds it, he shows you can't. Now it's about something else. And we're all supposed to sit here and watch this and wonder. Says Wolf. Benedict. Is there some secret you're hiding? Perhaps. But if there is, nobody's business but mine. That's what I say, says Sandy. Now, it's not fair. All of us have secrets. You can't force him to give something up. And I say, it is none of our business. We all have secrets. Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Sandy? I think everyone would like that, says Sandy. As far as I'm concerned, Benedict Wall has nothing to prove here. Yes, he drank that. He might have better tolerance for wine than even I. But he owes none of us anything. You can't just go around asking people, digging into their past and say, oh, you owe us an explanation. Even if he puts us all in danger, Sandy Blackborough. Yes, even if he puts us all in danger. Because I'm going from the right now. And right now I believe that I trust him. And I will trust him. And I won't take him on his past. I will take him on the moment that I know him. And Benedict Wall has been a solid person. I'm going with my gut here. And I'm saying I trust him. Interesting. Brackus, you're tiefling, okay? Well aware. So, say you have to explain the pact you had with that demon. You want to give us the details on that? Do we have to learn that to work together? Do I need to know everything about you? Why your tail moves the way it does? Why you have horns coming out of your head? Why you have the powers? Why you choose what you do? I don't ask. I don't care. As long as I feel you have my back. Benedict Wall, I believe, has our back. And I'm not going to ask him to explain his past, however sordid you may believe it to be. Well, once again, Sandy, coming from you, I can understand that. Sounds like a cover-up. You don't want yourself exposed. I have plenty of things to hide. But so do all of us. And this place has things to hide. Those things we should uncover. And we should be helpful if we can. Benedict? Or should I say, benediction? Tell them how helpful you aim to be. That's just not fair. It's not fair.
Kelpie is beside herself.
Benny? Benny, is there something we should know?
Wolf begins.
You know, I was an orphan. You know, I have my own way. I carved it myself. I'm unsure where I'm going, but I always thought that I was happy with those people I surrounded myself with. I feel like you can see my heart, Benedict Wall. If there is something I cannot see, I wish you would reveal it to me, as I do you. I'm tired of this. Tired of this. Done nothing but help you.
Well, help us further. Are you ashamed of something? Says Kelpie.
I'm ashamed of much. As all of you probably are.
Now, here is where we go. Yeah, you. This is up to. I would like to see a poll, but it's ultimately I want to see the poll, but Knights of Dragonhaven will get to be the people that say like yes or no. So let's go ahead and do the poll, but I'm putting the poll in here. I'd like to see the results of this. And then Knights, you will decide what you think based on the poll results. Your options are there. You should be able to do that in chat. But Knights have the ultimate say. No matter what you vote here, Knights can decide yes or no. We talk. We talk or we don't. But they will get a chance here to see what you think. And I will continue. As Sandy.
Can't pressure someone to reveal who they are. Most people I know don't even know who they are. He doesn't know if he's endangering us. Who knows? Fate. He might be helping us. He doesn't know. We work together now. He doesn't have to reveal himself. If he does so, everyone needs to do it. Everyone needs to do it. If we're all doing this, then everyone has to come down. Then, okay, Baracus, then you talk about yourself. I'll talk about myself. Kelpie, you're going to talk about yourself. Everyone's going to talk. Does everyone want to? Does everyone need to? Are we all going to sit here and just, is that going to be what it is? I trust him. I have a gut instinct. I trust him. I trust Benedict Wall. He doesn't have to tell me anything. And you don't have to either.
I'm going to give you about 30 more seconds. It looks like we're finished.
Very well, Baracus. Very well, Baracus. My real name, my true name, is Benediction. Benediction Wellborn.
At this, Kelpie begins to cry.
No. No, you didn't tell Benny. Benny, no, you didn't tell us that. I'm Benediction Wellborn.
I was the foreman of a construction crew during the Great Collapse. The Werborn clan dug deep into Beldeodor, where we encountered a demon who cursed my family, my clan. We were to live our lives over and over again. And any good we tried to do would be cursed. And any good done upon us would be cursed. Anything evil brought upon us just make us live longer. Now, for a long time, I didn't believe it. And I tried to live the best life that I could. Tried to do the best I could. The Werborn clan, we make a joke of it now. There are about 30 of us left in New Beldeodor, living lives over and over again. Originally, my great-great-grandfather, the clan's father, dug a well to save a town, to save people. And it did. They had fresh drinking water. He wondered what was deeper. Eventually, we ended up mining deep into the mountains. Found beyond water and beyond the good things, there was evil there too. Now we are cursed, those of us. Any good results will come to be poor. Any poor results will come to be good. I guess stick with me and be doomed. But at least you'll die. I, on the other hand, will continue to live and continue to fail because I do love helping. I do love. I stockpiled a lot of money. I bought an inn, as you know. But this is only one life I've lived. I've died many times. I died 3 times trying to create that inn for people that didn't want it there in the Saracen desert. But they couldn't stop me. Finally, the place resurrected itself. I loved a woman. And what happened there? She was killed. Maybe we had died. I continue to live a cursed life. I perhaps curse you by being at your side. It is up to you whether you will keep me on. I have gold. Gold, I've heard, is the root of all evil. Take it if you dare. Adventure with it if you dare. Here we are, finding ourselves at a place where this wine would kill me. Can't. At Opal's rich house in the Saracen desert, she offered us something that would keep us. That nearly killed me. I am here to be of what use I I can. There, now you know. I was a foreman when we dug down and found that demon. I was the one who originally talked back to it. He said, I will curse you, and I said, do it. I dare you. And I attacked him, and he cursed us all. And our well-born clan, benediction is my name, and my bane. It means a gift. A benediction is a gift. I am a gift of pain. I have changed my name so many times. I am now Benedict Wall. But my true name is Benediction Wellborn. As I said, there are a few more of us scattered about. We will be the death of you.
All right. Now you've heard Benny's story. He says he's immortal. Immortal but cursed. Every life he lives he hurts the people he loves, basically. Every time he lives, he just destroys everything that he cares about. There you go. Can you imagine living over and over only to hurt everyone and destroy everyone? That's Benny. Gold are you talking about? What gold? What are you talking about? Yeah, he's a wealthy merchant. He's been a wealthy merchant since you met him in the Saracen Desert. He's accumulated a lot of money. He's made a lot of money. In this life, he's made a lot of money. And he bought a place because he found a woman that he loved. This we've been over this, but it was a long time ago. In the Saracen Desert, he purchased an inn for a woman who was this woman whose husband died. A husband who was terrible to her died. He ended up purchasing it, but then she had his baby, and then a whole bunch of stuff happened, and so he ended up taking on this inn, and that's all part of his curse. It was all death, 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 death. He's made a lot of money on it, but that money he thinks is pretty much going to kill everybody, as it does all of his lives. So that is what you're looking at. So yeah, he has money. He's funding this expedition pretty much. You guys don't have to worry about gold. Benedict Wall's got your gold. That's what he's talking about. Intelligence check from Baracus. And that would be on Bloodcraft. Vegetable farms. To be poisonous vegetables? Oh. Well, Baracus is like... Well, Benedict, I'm happy you spoke up. I have no idea how to help you. Actually, could have been a really great role. That could have been a great role where you learned how you could possibly help, but Baracus has no idea. Now that doesn't mean it's all written off. Like, you could, like, if Benny is in the party for a long time, you just ask somebody else. Or eventually, if enough time has passed and Baracus does enough research, maybe he can figure something out. But certainly not now. Not now. So it's completely off the table now to break the curse or whatever. It could be in the future, but it's not now. Sandy speaks.
Well, I hope you're proud of yourselves. Now we have Benediction Wellborn in our group. But you know what? It's not going to change how I fight for him. It's not going to change my love for him. I do love him. He's a good... I think he's good. I think he means well. It's not going to change anything for me. Because you know what? I have cursed friends. I have cursed family. But there's people that they can't seem to do right. I have people that I've helped over and over again. And I'll probably help them again. We mean well. And I will mean well. And I will do well in helping them. And I hope that you all still do the same. And I hope that if any of us asks, what's with you? That you will give up your entire past, as you've asked this dwarf to do.
All right. You have rooms for yourselves in this place. She did show you, like, where you could stay. I'm going to start with each morning. Well, with the morning. And we're going to go from there. We're going to start with... Do you want me to keep calling him Benny? Benny Wall, Benedict Wall, or would you prefer Benediction? Or would you prefer Master Wellborn? I can, but I'm gonna start with him. Well, in forever, I don't know, because he's never been killed. That's something you have to find out, I guess. I'm not just here answering questions. Well, let's go to Master Wellborn's chamber.
Good morning. Oh. You must have heard me rambling about.
No. But here's your breakfast. We were all hoping that you would come down when the sun reaches the zenith.
You mean noon? Yeah, we'll come down for that. I'm down. A bit of confused where we are exactly. I mean, here we are in a room, but where are we exactly?
You're in Leon's monastery in the middle chambers, which are the guest chambers. We'd like to speak with you at some point, perhaps in the afternoon.
That would be good. Be good.
Do you require anything, Master Dwarf?
Well, then you know.
Anything that we could provide?
Probably not. But I appreciate your offering. Thank you.
We'll go and tell the others. Miss? Miss? Oh, hold on, I'm refreshing. Hold on. Could you open the door? It's way easier because I'm small. And it's hard for me to open the handle. Yes, we can. Hello, we were hoping that you could meet us later. Yeah, that sounds good. Like for, I see you put some tarts in here for me to eat and stuff, but I don't need all that. Some of it I do, and some of it I don't. But yeah, is everybody saying yeah, or is it just me? Have you talked to other people? Sure. Well, we're concerned about you. Are you going with, we just... I don't get this. Like, are we go? So I'll go down. Yeah, I'll come down there if that's what you're talking about. Is there a bath here? Oh, yes, there's one over here, and we can have some servants sent up. You're gonna bathe me with... I'm gonna have a bath with servants? I've never had that. Yes. And they can wash you. I think that's a good idea. I think send up, as many servants as you have to offer, and then I'll get washed. I'll get cleaned, and then I'll come down, and then it's gonna be a good time for me to come down after that. Very well. Yeah. What is it? We're asking if you need anything. Yeah, some of the wine that Master Benediction had it, whatever. Like, yeah. Can we get some of that? Also, well, come here. Hold on. Sandy answers the door, and he opens it up. He's just wearing the bed sheets. So, we're to figure out how to get the sound out of here, get your business booming, right? Oh, I don't know that. I don't know what she wants, but we asked for your company. Well, yeah, it'll be done. Give me some time for recover. Oh my god. This is a monastery? This is a monastery. I can't believe it. So, yeah, I'll come down. Can't believe it, but yeah. Baracus.
Come in.
Lord Baracus?
Not the Lord. Not even close.
Well, we just mean respect.
That's fine.
Would you come down a bit when the sun is at its zenith?
When the sun's at its zenith. You mean noon? Yes. I can be there for that. Come down. Could I get some breakfast? Eggs, looking at you. Pork. And toast. Do you monks do that?
We can find a way to do it. Yes.
Good. Wait. Some of that wine that you served earlier.
We don't have a lot of that left.
Well, good. You shouldn't have. But, I'll take some, nonetheless. I think we can get something going here.
Very well.
All right. So here we are. Everyone comes down to the table. Cheers!
They're not a bunch of alcoholics.
That's just me. But everyone comes down to a table. Very large table. And here everyone is. Potter's there at the table. Sorry, I want to review my notes real quickly just to make sure I don't mess up anything, but I think we got everything. I think I got everything. Okay. So anyway, come down to this table, this dark room, and you can tell it's a little decrepit. It's you have a few of these hooded, these robed figures that are taking care of you, and these are the people that came to the rooms. And they've set you up at a table, all of you,
And Lakeisha shows up. She's got, looks like a bodyguard with her. It looks pretty formidable. With black robes, completely black. He's got these steel all over. And boy, he looks something you don't want to mess with. His name is Sourkoolaids. Hello. Greetings. Good morning. Good afternoon, you mean? When the sand piles this high, morning, afternoon, and evening mean nothing anymore. Well, it certainly took you long enough to come find us. That was due to Potter's incompetence, not ours. Actually, it's due to, I mean, you're the manager, right? Like, he's just... Benedict. Hey, let's fight the right battles, right, Sandy? Oh, he is. We appreciate your hospitality. We're fortunate to be here. You are losing your monastery. Oh, we lost it a long time ago. Well, what would you like us to do about it? I mean, we came up here thinking... Thinking what? I'm curious to know. Baracus. What did you think we were going to find up here? I believe this is your idea. I don't know if it was my idea. It could have been Sandy's, but... So you have a buried monastery and good ales and good wines, but in jeopardy of being gone forever. What about your practices, your disciplines? Are you worried about those as well, or just the converse of business? Good question. We are strong in our tradition. We would prefer to remove these sands if possible. Whoa, that's quite an undertaking. What a task! To remove sand, to remove natural elements. We may have stumbled upon the wrong party, or we maybe have stumbled upon the wrong monastery. Well, I'm not sure what to say. Well, I'm sure what to say, says Master Wellborn. We want to do business. Been around. I've been around. You want to do business. Got you. Understand this. You want your ales to continue, your wines. Can you still produce them? At what percentage? What quality? They can still be reproduced, but they are jeopardized. Jeopardizes them. Well, the sand, of course. Closing in. Suppose we could stop that sand. Suppose we could distribute your wines and ales and whatever you create here about new Belderdo. What's the cut? What's the cut for these people who would engage in that endeavor? Well, I don't know if you can do that.
Oh, really? We do a lot of things. Some of them seem impossible. I bet we might be able to do this. I'm guessing that sun's blowing from north.
It is blowing from the north.
I'm thinking that we could talk to some people. We could probably take care of this. If we take care of this issue, what's cut? Now, we could take what you have now, and we can distribute it. And you can find yourself in a new place. Or we could, perhaps, make it so that you can continue to create, but we'll take a percentage of what you do.
Kelpie looks at him.
Benny, this is rude. Are you like you're imposing yourself on it's a monastery. It's not like a business.
Kelpie, everything is business.
No, not this. I don't know. This is sacred.
Nothing is sacred.
Okay, then we have our first disagreement.
Well, we're not lovers, Kelpie, so...
Well, we could be.
What do you say?
Listen. I guess it's up to you. We have lots of wine. You could take it and distribute it. We have lots of ale. You could take it with you and distribute it. You would have to pay us for that. A flat fee. Maybe we could do something with it. Or you could try to get rid of these sands and allow us to produce as we once did. And I would be willing to offer you a small share of those continued profits. Or
we could walk away from the entire situation,
says Baracus.
We could leave, and you could die.
yes, that. Coming from someone who's made a pact with a demon, I wonder.
You wonder. It wasn't my pact. It was my parents'.
Let's not get into your sordid history. That's what I'm saying, says Sandy. Let's not get into sordid history. We've already done that. This is a business proposition, no matter how you look at it. Look, we can take what they give us for a price if we want to pay it. Nobody has more money than Benediction Wellborn here. He's got money. So we could buy stuff up and we could give it away. We also have to transport that. We also have to have carriages and things to move throughout the desert. I assume you have camels or horses or such for us to be able to do that, to help. Otherwise, we help them. We help the entire monastery by contributing some kind of weather change, which I don't know how we do, but let's say we do that, and then we get a percentage of whatever they sell in the future. Or we step out. I don't know how everyone feels, but I see it for what it is. I think we vote against Benediction Wellborn, since he's cursed and all.
Rig, if you speak for guild, use the guild sign before and after your quotes, like Punxsutawney has done right there. Because then I know you're speaking for everyone and not just yourself, or just throwing that out there. Do that. If that's a guild representation.
On the way here, we were attacked by a very large someone. Very smart. I'm familiar with this creature. I speak of Mr. Potter.
Star Wars. Yeah, they're all over. Yeah. Now listen. I'm sorry to hear that. You're very strong. If I were attacked by a sandworm, that'd be it for me.
Yes, I'm sure.
So I'll try not to get attacked by those. You can, if you hear him coming, shit, tell him to get away.
Moshkarik, who is saying that though? You need to like are we talking Baracus saying that? It must be Baracus. It's your character.
Yes, as to what makes this wine and ale so special. Potter seemed to be a certain kind of drunk. Special sauce.
Well, really good. It is a monastery. We hold our wine sacred. It is better than most. Would you like to sample it? I told your friend did.
I'm gonna leave it up to you guys to decide what you are doing, want to do, what your character's direction is. Work together. You are the party. You guys are the company. This is your party. Work together to get the best results. Otherwise, you fuck everyone and you walk out of here with two characters. You know, like, or one character, or no characters. So be careful. It's good to work together on these things. Everybody has special talents. Everybody in the party, yeah, they're different, but they all bring something unique. If you want to cut somebody out, then you may be cutting out something important. So, like, I mean, just be careful what you do and work together. Research the wine. Okay. So you want to research the wine. How do you want to do that? How do you want to do it? How do you research the wine? What are you going to ask, or what are you going to do? What do you want to do? Do you want to see where it's made, how it was made? Do you want to Do you want to, like, look at... Or do you just want to drink it? Or what are you doing? What's research the wine mean? Are you just asking about the wine? Or what do you want to do or see? Give me more specifics.
Would you mind showing us the way where this wine is produced?
Not at all. If you're prepared, follow me.
He leads you through a corridor and another and another and another and another, and pretty soon it's a labyrinth. And you guys are lost. And finally, she brings you to a very large area where there's some stairs. And you come up to it. And there's all these roots coming down from the ceiling. And she brings you up. She says,
when I uncover this, and when we move up into this area, you mustn't disturb anything. But here is where we grow the grapes. They're still growing well, using mirrors and a bit of magic. Comes out of the sand. Sand reflects well. Glass has been produced. In fact, we've shipped in.
Oh, really?
Says Benedict.
From Saracen Desert?
Yes. In fact, we might be dead if not for that.
That's good glass. All right. Let's take a look.
So you go up. Take a look. She's right. There's all kinds of colored glass. And it leads up to holes in a ceiling that come out of the desert and reflect the sun down in so many beams that bounce off each other. And these grapes are growing, and they look good. They're big, voluptuous grapes. Just look juicy, wholesome, big. And they've got a whole system. And there are steel containers that are containing those grapes that are aging the wine inside.
We have our children come in. Stomp the grapes. Hold them. We still have something here, I promise you. We still have something here.
We're not offering compensation for the egg we were given, but if we offer to gain profit, that the monastery will be able to thrive, should we not seek mutual partnership, says Sandy, to everybody else. If we're successful in our goal to aid them, a partnership afterwards, that would be satisfactory. You guys think so? You know, we don't have to trust in our friend here, although I do. We don't have to trust. What if we just, take a look at this. It looks like they're doing something. It looks like they're still doing it. It looks like this is a monastery. People come here to be of themselves, to find something better than themselves. And here they are. They're still, even though the sand is covering the place where they live, they're still producing these wines and ales. I think that's
remarkable. I think we have something here. I think we have something here pretty special. And the markup. You could sell this for 3 times, 4 times the price. Whatever they're asking, could not get this anywhere but here. These monastery. These monasteries dead. We've got their wine, we've got their ales. This is an opportunity. I say we look into this. I say we look into this. Just saying.
Yes, Amtara's like special glass, the glass in the Saracen Desert. They're using that. They get that. They've had that imported, and they're using that to reflect down, to use the sun's rays to still produce the best results of their wine. So you're seeing that. Sandy sees that, obviously, and sees an opportunity here. He's like, this is exclusive. We have an exclusive market here if we take this.
When we first came to town, we noticed people holding blood. Is there any correlation between what we saw and how these grapes grow?
No, just how they pay for them. Blood is currency here, as you must know. Blood is not used in the creation of the wines or meat. Well, some meats, but and some wines, but not immediately. And what you saw, I can't say. You said people holding blood. That's people holding currency, money. Otherwise, you didn't rob them and take it. Are you going to rob us now? Are you going to take everything that we have? We have trusted you and given you lodging.
Roll for it. Roll for it. The flat roll. He looks at him.
This looks like good grapes. Really plump and delicious. It would take me that's like 3 meals for me. That's one, like a whole grape, a big plump grape like that. But I don't see anything wrong with it.
Here, let me take a hold of Wolf.
Let me ask something.
Yes.
We're strangers, miss you.
You are that.
What would you prefer we do?
I want to save this place. I want to continue to produce here. And I wish, and it may be beyond you, to have a monastery again where people come, grow things, themselves included, to grow spiritually and to learn to grow food and drink for themselves. I need, not saying needs mending when inviting by other path to do just that. This is a grand opportunity for a rare product of noble heritage. I mean, think about this. If we get this going, we've got a solid income. Always comes in. Like if we can help them, and I think we can.
You talked of a mound as a destination. Does that mean anything to you?
Mound. Are you talking about the people you ran into? Well, it was, I mean, certainly a burial mound, probably. You said they had a lot of blood. Blood is power. They were probably going to pour blood on the mound, or blood has a lot of properties. It is heritage. It is life. It is currency. What are you without yours?
Well spoken, my lady.
Punxsutawney, thank you. Millie, I don't really like how they're talking about that blood. Don't like that. Ernest Dash, you're probably crawling up the wrong tree. Like, Millie's probably like, what's wrong with little blood? You ever had a paper cut? You like that? You say, oh, little blood? We're talking about a lot of blood. No. Is this the only vineyard? I don't know. Ask as a character. Why are you asking me? Your character asks these things, not me. You don't ask me. Do they distribute the wine beyond this mountain? Again, you don't ask me. Your characters ask these. You don't say like, so I ask them. Like, your characters ask these things. You don't know. You have no idea. These are great questions for you. You can think about that. So that's Sandy. What other vineyard? I mean, fucking me. Oh God. What other vineyard I hear about in the legend?
What legend? I don't even know what I'm talking about. Sorry. We talk to animals. Animals.
Yes. Can this wine be found anywhere other than here?
Of course not. It's very special. It was special before it was buried. We have precious little left. But we can continue to produce it. And even better, we get back off the sand. If blood is the resource you need, perhaps as your distributor. I might place a bill for a few gallons of it in order to stock our wares at any tavern or castle looking up to be our business partners, or perhaps you have a contract, some clerics who might recover those and make donations to your monastery. We will agree to anything reasonable. What we aim is to keep the monastery producing and to reduce the sand and to be able to bring in pupils once again and bring the monastery back to its glory. This is a place of spirituality, not just wine, not just... But it may be what rescues us. It may be what brings us from nothing, something again. Benedict speaks.
I don't know, I'm just listening you'd alcohol gonna bring you to from nothing to something. Oh, you were something and now you nothing and now you become something again. We can do this. I believe we can. I look at these individuals and I see that we could probably do it. And I do look at the business end of it. Do you think what's in it for us? What do we have to do to get these sands to go away? Have you any idea?
The sand is an issue that's hindering your production. We've noticed that most of you don't operate in the daylight.
You're right, both of you. We don't operate very much in the daylight. There's no need. The sun's doing its job. It's cooler at night. It's easier to get around. But there's not much to do. We send emissaries out. They're not getting very far. There are people keeping us, I believe, at the borders of the deserts. Or perhaps down below. For whatever reason, the monks who leave this place to get the word out are not doing that job. You look like a competent crew. That's why I accepted you here. Feel like you could. Maybe I was wrong. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Are there sister monasteries? There are also venues such as this that your line knew while we and now just while we hold interest in your wine, we do respect the practices of your monastery as well as a separation from simple vineyard distillery. There is no place, other. No, there are not sister monasteries. This is the place where you would get this wine. I think it's a done deal. I think we're missing out on an opportunity if we don't do it. So, listen to me. I've traveled all over the place. This place, Lane's Monastery, said to be sold, like it said, the sand sold it out. But it did fetch a good price in a lot of places. For us to just abandon it. We have an opportunity here.
How do we get rid of the sand?
That I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. We knew we wouldn't need your help. Hey, Arcane, good to see you. Thank you for your sub. Well, I'm not sure about this, says Kelpie. I just don't think that we want to be involved in it. And I think there's too many questions. And I wish the best of luck to you guys, but I just don't know about this. And I think that you guys just you're going to have to move your monastery to someplace else, because this I know. You can't get rid of sand. Not that easy. Not unless it's magically forthcoming. Then other than that, I don't know. So we're gonna have to pass. It's a hard pass for us. So thank you. She tried to pass on it. Don't worry, Rockbiters. There's a reason I did that, and it may or may not serve you. But it's yeah, I know I usurped control of one of your characters to say that, but I think you'll like why. And it doesn't mean that she's right or wrong. It's just character stuff. It's so much fun if the sand is natural, the elements at play bring the troubling sand's accuracy. Kelby, what if something dark is troubling people? And should there be refuges of some shadow force? I mean, that's worth considering. Okay. Kelby, come here. We don't talk enough. That's because I'm not sure about you, Sandy. We'll come here and get. I mean, we don't have to be sure about each other right away. But listen. Like this is just an opportunity, and you're shutting them down. You're saying like, oh, we can't help. There's nothing we could do. I don't like it. Is there instincts inside of you, the things you say, like why you don't like it? I don't think you can get sand away. It sticks in all your cracks, I get it. Sand is very difficult, but suppose we could. Because obviously sand is burying this place. What if we could find out how that's happening? Do you think it's natural? I don't know. Well, you're the person who would know. I don't. Sometimes people don't know. Like, maybe I should. But I understand that Stan has come and buried this place. Maybe he buried it for a reason. And maybe it didn't. I don't know if it's magical, or I don't know if it's natural. I don't know if it's the will of some deity. I'm just not sure. Okay, so you're on the fence. So Kelpie's on the fence. So she's not a yes, she's not a no, and then we're gonna go from there. All right. So your opinion, you're negative, right? Nothing. I'm not a negative opinion, Sandy. Okay, but you don't have an opinion of a yes or a no. So what I'm saying is, if you're flatlining this, so the rest of us who have an opinion are gonna go yes, or we're gonna go no. And I'm just trying to gauge where you're at. I thought like maybe you could help. I guess you guessed wrong. Alright. Kelpie is a negative and a positive. There's a 0. Who thinks we should help? Who thinks we shouldn't? And to what degree? Let's go from there. Yeah, most correct. They did ask about the mound. Okay, so so sounds come from the north, yes. So perhaps we can see if anything awry in that direction. You know, we go north. We see, whoa, what's over here? I mean, we would have more time to learn all the aspects about this monster in our journey as well. You think?
Don't think so, Sandy,
says Benedict.
I think so. Must see sound blowing. Like we decide this here and now. We're either gonna help them or not gonna help them. Like we travel around. What are you gonna tell them? Maybe we'll help. You gonna tell someone who's asking for help? Maybe we'll help. We're gonna look around first. That should be from the gut. Now you trust me from your gut. You said so.
I do.
Okay. No? About them.
Well, what do you feel?
No, Sandy. No, Sandy. What do you feel?
Feel anything anymore? I don't. I'm numb to feeling. That's why I ask everybody else's opinion. I don't care what we do, but I can point out why we should and why we shouldn't.
No? Weigh those options. Why should we and why shouldn't we, Sandy?
I like it as a business thing. I like it as a proposition. I don't particularly think it's good for our well-being.
Why?
Oh, we could be wasting time. We could be burying sand. I don't know where we're going. I don't know what we're doing.
Where does that weigh?
That's why I ask for your help, Wall.
No. Why don't we ask for everybody else's?
Let me go to Kelpie.
Whoa. This woman probably could have crushed me when I snuck in her keyhole. I saw her naked. Well, I did. She was good enough to invite all of us in here and give us rooms. She was good enough to explain the predicament. She told us the problem. I think we should be good enough to help. Well, let's help. All right, fine. Let's help him if we can, Benedict. Let's help him, Benny. If it's something we can do, might as well try. Good motivation. Business opportunity here.
All right, I'm going to throw a pole out, and we're going to go from there. Now, it's going to be a couple parts. Arcane, with this, you kind of want to go to the Discord and choose a faction, but the characters are the party that's been chosen over many nights. So, like, what you're asking is kind of a deep question. It's like, well, here are the characters, and then it's like, this one comes from here, this one comes from here, this one is, there's a lot of backstory. So I think you almost want to, I wish I could help you better as a DM, but I think I would say this, Arcane, listen to them and kind of think like, okay, I'm feeling this character, I get this character, I understand this. Slide that direction, and then maybe in time you start thinking, okay, I get this faction. Blue faction is Benedict Wall, who is now Benediction Wellborn, and he's one. So, you're looking at that. And forever, that's a good question, but who are you asking? Are you just... Because Benny is he just asking the party? Are you asking the everybody else? Or are you asking them, or... Okay. So it's not what they know about. It's what do you know about? So you'd want to, in the future, you want to put that in quotation because he's talking directly to them. So
don't know anything about why the sun came, but anyway, what's your best possible guess? Sandstorm coming, right? Bury the place very quickly.
It ruined everything.
Do you know why?
Again, if we knew why, we would try to fix it. We don't know why.
Okay. So just a bunch of sand came and started to bury the place.
Over a period of about a decade. Now, we've become almost obsolete.
Okay. Well, that's what I was getting at.
As a caveat, I think it's only fair we get some of this wine. Take it with us on this journey. We could only help along our way.
Hold on, Baracus. Did anything significant happen that you can recall immediately prior to the arrival of sand?
Not that I remember. I was young. It was 20 years ago.
20 years ago, yeah. Time for me is mostly nothing. Very well. Okay. Well, we've decided we could potentially take on this challenge. We want to find where the sun is coming from. It looks as though, from the sound from the dunes, it blows one direction. I mean, if I'm wrong, let me know.
No, it seems to come from the north.
The sand's coming from the north. So we've got that. The sand's coming from the north.
Kelpie chimes in. So the sand's coming from the north.
Yes, the sand's coming from the north.
And you don't recall that you said anything awful, like, hey, you northern sand wind, we don't care about you, and so there was nothing like that. There was nothing happened where you would think, oh, wait a minute, we're cursed, because I know something about curses, and you know when you know.
No, it just happened over time. that could mean it's the elements too. I mean, it could come. I mean, it could naturally blow in from the north. This could be a very fruitless endeavor.
What is it, Kelpie?
We're just like walking against the rain or flying against it and thinking, where is this coming from? You don't ask where it's coming from. You just deal with it. And I don't think it's magical. I don't know if it's magical. Maybe it's just meant to be.
Well, that's certainly possible. What is north?
Scorching dunes.
Scorching dunes. I meant, yeah, of course, scorching dunes. I mean, farther than that.
Well, I mean, everything. When it changes for the first time in ages, would you not wonder why nature had gone and changed its course? Though, well, no, I mean, I feel like the ocean has its tides, and perhaps time was slow and suns have come in. Mountains erode in time. Do you ask why it eroded?
Very good, very good. That's a good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. I was still bent on doing this. I think that it's still an opportunity, but I'm not sure where we're going, what we're following now. At this point, I'm not sure what we're doing.
I don't like any of this, Baracus. I think we should possibly move on. Think about what we could bring to a place like this. We are not pressured. Obviously, they are the ones in dire need. We could go on and ask around. We thank you for your hospitality, but I don't know if we're well equipped to do what you are asking.
Now, I've taken off a little bit with Baracus, but that's because he's got an intelligence of 20. There's like you get a given fucking roll. There's a DC that you guys don't even have to deal with, that he beats automatically. So I'm just basically giving insight, not without your, without you. But just saying, like, if I'm talking and it's Baracus and I'm saying something, and it's kind of turning, it's because I don't have to make a DC check with you, and you don't have to make a DC check. I'm just giving you a or I could sound like Dracula. I don't know. I didn't know you sound like Dracula. But I appreciate that that you think he sounds like Dracula. I think that's kind of cool. He is Bloodcraft. He is School of Bloodcraft, so Dracula is pretty awesome. He's a Bloodcraft wizard. Yeah, you could do a nature check to see if the sand change seems right. The only one I think they can make that though is Kelpie. I think she's the only one with that. So if Kelpie fucks it up, then... But he's got a 20 intelligence. I think Dracula would have a 20 intelligence. Her nature check is not something that you can you can keep doing that. It's just it's like a skill check or an ability check. It's not a spell. So she can do it again. Okay, there may be nothing we can do to aid them, Kelpie. But pain is too greatly to see. I don't know what you're talking about, okay? Like you're talking to me like you're a familiar or something, and you're not. Like what do you mean? I like that we just go dancing into the sand. I don't get what you're like. Where are we going? Okay, you're not hearing me right, and that's maybe because you have little ears. Don't talk to me about little ears. Well, I'm just saying, like, let's explore the opportunity, Kelpie. You're like, oh, I don't know where it's going. Yeah, but no one knows. If they don't know, we don't know. Maybe we look at this as an opportunity to go forward. I'm not trying to what? I don't want to take advantage. Please believe that about me. But I do want to help, and I want to help them, and I want to help ourselves. Well, sometimes, I do want to help. I do. I want to help them. So let's do it! I still don't know how to do it. I'm telling you, if we go, and maybe we go north, we go figure it out. I think we should... What are we saying? What's the consensus here? I mean, you guys got to come up with something. I'm playing these characters to the best of my ability for you, and doing all the exploration of your thoughts. But it's like you're gonna have to come up with something sooner or later. Otherwise, I'm just gonna force you into something. I in particular care what you think. Now maybe we don't know each other very well, but we could. As you said, you
Benedict could know each other very well. That's not what I was talking about. Well, I'm just saying that we could figure this out. Gut feelings are important. I wouldn't be alive if not for gut feelings. I know. I'd be dead if I listened to my gut feelings. That's not what I was saying that okay, you'd be dead if you listen to your gut feelings. I have terrible gut feelings. I know it. Well, okay. It's fair, and that's okay. But I've got pretty good gut feelings, and that's kept me alive. So, and I'm not asking you to trust me with your terrible gut feelings, but I'm saying so what if we just do what's not in our guts? That'd be great. But what's in our hearts? I'm with you on that. Okay, so we do what's in our hearts. Yes, we do. I would like to do that. Okay, so we get as much wines and stuff as we can get, and then we get out of here. That doesn't seem like it would be what's in our hearts. It's in our hearts to do this. Trust me. Because we can take that, we can share it, we can find out who knows this, who drinks it. Like, here we go, and we start to get information. Information is key, Kelpie. Information is key. If we don't take any of this and we don't share it, then no one knows what we're talking about. We say, yeah, we tried it, try this. Oh, there's a monastery called Leon's Monastery. We start to... Are you following me?
Wolf is still standing on the outside.
Just point me in the right direction, I suppose.
Wolf, I'm so sorry. We haven't included you in this.
I don't want to be included.
Well, you should be.
I don't want to be. Kelpie, just...
Okay, well... Anybody got any ideas?
All right, so I'm gonna ask this in the interest of, like, we've been on the same moment for like an hour. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what I want you to do. As factions, I want you to tell me what you want. Guild, come to a consensus. What do you want? Bare bones. Say, like, we want this. This is what we want to come out with. Same thing for Knights of Dragonhaven. This is what we want. We're doing we want this. This is our go-to. Same thing for Bloodcraft, same thing for Rockbiters. This is what you want. This is it. We want to do this, and I'm going to match those up, marry those up, and we go with what I can bring together from that. And I'm just going to shoot from the fucking hip on this and go with whatever you guys are saying you want. Because we've been talking about this way long. You want to assist them, look into details, okay? Fair? Okay, that's what I need. The basic fucking thing that you want. You will assist. You want to look into the details. Taking that. So you are a pro assist. Let's check things out. But pro assist. Yeah. All right. Fine. Then we know what Guild wants. Guild is positive. They want to assist. They want to look into the details. It's like, we might invest in this business, but we need to see who's managing. I get it. There's an opportunity there. We got to see what this is. But I need the rest. Because we got to marry up your opinion with the rest of the faction's opinion. So the rest of the company needs to weigh in. Oh, yeah, they want to investigate, but how? It's more complicated than just that, because I can't just take, well, we want to investigate and go forward, because everybody wants to investigate in their own way. In fact, Rockbiters outnumber, so it's like Kelpie and Wolf actually probably have the final say. But we need to get more from everybody else. They want, I understand what there is an opportunity here, but how are we going about this? What are you actually trying to do? Are you going to take wine and goods from these people? Are you going to take payment? Are you going to, and where are you going and what are you doing? The investigation part's kind of obvious. Like, I think everybody's curious, but what are we doing? Night Elf could take a while. I hope not. Okay, so Bloodcraft saying, we'd like to take a few bottles of wine with us and head towards the mountains. Talk to some more people, willing to help. Don't want to just walk into the desert. See, that makes sense. So now we're getting more specific. They want some wine. Are you willing to pay for the wine? Because she said earlier she didn't want to just give you wine because she's afraid you could just leave. Would you be willing to pay for that wine? Or are you thinking, well, on our good word, we want to take this wine on our word? Because she's not really willing to do that. So what do you want? Like, will you pay for the wine? Well, Rig, you said you'd pay for it. But Bloodcraft didn't say they'd pay for it. If Benny pays. Exactly. You want a discount. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put up a poll, but I'm gonna put it up with some offers. I think actually I'm gonna totally destroy this. I don't think we need it. I'm gonna go back. True. In Forever is like, why do we care so much about taking the wine with us? It could be very helpful. But, I mean, because then you're like, we come from the monastery. What if somebody says, prove it? Here, take one sip of this. Sample this. We represent the monastery. What's going on? All right. Yeah, but they don't trust you. Like how many people could just come here and be like, yeah, we'll go check it out. Give us some wine. Yeah, we'll go look at it. Yeah, we'll look into it. Like they want something. Because you could run. You could run. They don't like, they're like, oh yeah, we'll just give you wine. And then you go and you never come back. Awesome. Great. So they're gonna ask for something. If you help, you help, but maybe you don't. They did give you lodging for the evening. They gave you breakfast and lunch. They're hoping in good hospitality that you will do as you say you will do, but they don't know that you will. I mean, you could just be like lucky. Oh yeah. Yeah, we went to the monastery, camped out there, got a nice bed. They served us breakfast and lunch and gave us some wine. Whoo! Out we go. I mean, that could be it. That could be it. So they're gonna charge you. All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna role play this out.
We would appreciate your help. You may take some wine, also some mead. We have plenty of beers and meads, ales, and wines. We will also provide you with a carriage to transport them, and 2 horses. Where do you plan to go? If you're going to the north where the desert blows, you'll need camels, not horses. But all we have here, unfortunately, a stable of horses. There are 10, and they're not in good shape. Still, this will cost you 2,000 gold.
Well, that's incentive. 2,000 gold. You better find fucking something. You better find something. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Benny can do it. But he's gonna look at you. 2,000 gold? That's a lot. But when you think about it, horses, carriage, wine that you can't get anyplace else, and their trust. Their trust.
That you're not just going to run away. 2,000 gold can carry them for a while. Let's see what Benny thinks. Rockbiter's wisdom check. Rockbiter wisdom check. Let's see what Benny thinks. It could be not enough. It could be one flagon of this wine is worth a quarter of that, because you can't get it anyplace else. Benny is your businessman. He's a rockbiter. He's a rockbiter. I mean, we can use Kelpie as a check, but she's not really a good person to use as a check. That's a rockbiter wisdom check. Oh, I am so sorry. I'm an idiot. I am so sorry. Yep, that's my fault as a DM. Sorry. That is a night check. That's nights. That's nights. I don't know why all of a sudden I thought that. I don't know. I look at too many symbols and things, and it was like, no, Benny's a night. That would be a night check. Sorry. That's my bad. My mistake. All right, 13. Yeah, brain fart there. 13. Benny turns to everybody.
Boy. Listen up. Come on here. Benny's speaking. Okay. It's not my first life. Right. Hey Thursday, better get off it. We've got a product can't get anyplace else. You're also gonna give us transport. Way to get there. We don't know where we're going. We have no idea how to solve their problem. We're giving them an amount of money and saying, hey, we're gonna try and take care of it. We could also go sell this for probably 3 times the price. 3,000 gold, I could probably sell one of these flagons. For a quarter of that, we make the profits there. But as a businessman, as a business dwarf, I could probably squeeze him for a bit more. Dopey. Probably ask him for a bit more. Wolf, you could probably ask him for a bit more. We could probably get a bit more. Saying, I want to do well for them, but we could probably do better for them if we had a little more. Up to you, now that she's offered that. But what if you get twice that amount? What if we come in saying, we were thinking 4,000 gold, 5,000 gold. Didn't raise the price, you know? Huh? It's just my thoughts.
You now have Benny's wisdom. Rock biters are thinking, are we really going to do this? Do we really have to do this? So what you're looking at, I mean, from what you know, the history of the place is it was only in the past like decade or so that this sand appeared and it covered up the stuff, and this monastery has been buried, and now people aren't coming here. There's no and so it was very important. It's entirely possible there's places all over New Belderador that have no idea that Leon's monastery is no longer producing, that it's buried in a desert. There are people that have no idea. You've got something here. You could spend more money. You could say like, well, why don't we spend a lot more and take a lot more and be like, hey, we're going to take almost everything you have and we'll pay for it. And we're going to try and find buyers, and we're trying to reignite the place. You got some idea that this could be worth like too much. Like it could be huge. You could have some like rare elvish wine, you know, in your hand by comparison that nobody else is going to get ever again. If this place gets buried by sand and you don't save it, you've got something at least tangible that like you could take with you, that you bought, and you don't feel bad about it because you bought it. We bought it, and then we didn't figure it out, or we didn't do it, or whatever. But you have this product on you that is incredible, that everybody doesn't know about. So 2K is pretty heavy, but Benedict might be able to push a little more. We don't know how much Benny has, but Benny's a pretty profitable business person, and he might be able, like he's saying like, why don't we get him to come down on their price? But that doesn't mean that he doesn't have more money. That doesn't mean Benny doesn't have more gold. It means he's a businessman. He's like, let's get him down. Let's bring the price down. He sees that there's an opportunity here. Benny Business Dwarf. And as he said, I've lived many lives. I can tell you that now. He's speaking freely to you now. Before, Benedict never would have said that. Now Benedict is saying, look, I've lived many lives. We might be able to make some more money off this. Do you want to just spend 2,000? Do you want to talk them down? Or do you want to buy more and say like, well, I think we're going to probably want more. I think we're going to spend more. I think we can find this, and we'd like to buy more of your product. Would you like to get more of the wine? Spend that amount that she's asking, or would you like to talk down? What would you like to do? What would you like to do? Rock biters want to talk the price down. 2K is fine if Benny can cover it. All Benny said, what Benny said was, we can get it down. He said, we can get it down. We don't have to spend 2K. We might be able to pitch a lower price. But do you want more? Less? Do you want more? Or do you want exactly what she's offering? Or do you want to, what do you want to do? You have some steps in here to consider. Do we want to buy a bunch more, or do we? Because Benny, who knows? Benny might say, what if we buy him completely out? What if we say, okay, we'll buy the monastery. We're gonna take on the monastery. Like, what if we own this monastery and everything that comes out of here is good? What if we rescue you? What if I pay for that? We've got, like, you can haggle, and maybe Benny can do that, and maybe he can't. Maybe he's bluffing, and maybe he can't do that, but maybe he can bluff it. Maybe he can say, like, he could do it. What if we dig you out of this hole? We'll take this amount. And when we come back, and trust me, we're gonna come back. Like, we're gonna have to shake hands moment. But I'm giving you the opportunity here to lose gold, make gold, and everywhere in between. And I want to put it at a level where you are comfortable with it, because we'll see. Guild is down for more wine. Try for a discount. This selling problem puts them back in business. 2K for everything they have. If it's good as they say, we'll do everything in our power to save the place. We need product. I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Keep considering this. I'm going to come back and rule on everything that I see said. So.
2 worms. 2 white, 1 purple. Incoming. Go, set everyone up. Negotiations will have to wait.
She leaves. Soulkoolaids, who is her bodyguard, leaves with her. They take off. Everyone's gone. They rush to an area and go something like they go up. You guys are all waiting. Wolf says,
Now's the time to prove we're worth the price of our lives.
let's go. You can go up, or you can stay here. We going up? You can stay safe. Up, say yes. Stay safe, say no. No. We're not going to risk ourselves for this place. We don't know this place yet. Up is yes. All right, yes is good. Everybody takes off. They go up the same way she did. You come up. There's sand drizzling down. It's black for a while before it separates, and all of a sudden you're up into the night sky. There's stars above you and 2 huge fluorescent white worms and a purple one in the distance. The white worms are slamming down, snatching, and one grabs Patras, the drunk that you remember from earlier, and it tears him in half. His guts go everywhere. That same worm comes at you. Roll initiative. So, this will be between all factions. Everybody rolls. Yep, D20. We'll see who gets the highest. You want Wolf on that. So 17 on Wolf. The action has met you. 17 on Wolf. You're going to have to roll on Kelpie too, though. 10 on Kelpie. We need guild. We need knights. 11 on Sandy. It's just initiative. It's just initiative. This is just order of attack. It's just order. Your roll is just like what order we're going in. That's fine. Benny. $11 on Baracus. So Baracus and Sandy are going to happen at the same time, which is exciting. All right, but Wolf comes first. So that fucking platform lifts up, sand sifting down, 2 worms. Wolf charges. He's ready. He's gonna take on that first worm. Charges. You're gonna have to roll attack. He uses his long sword, Chosen. I'm gonna put you in the magic fleece. I assume he's using his fleece. It's your best defense. Roll attack, 1d20. 5, not good. Boom. Wolf rushes in. The worm swerves, crosses. Boom! Knocks Wolf to the ground. He rolls, backs up, flies backwards. He's not hurt. He's not hurt, but he's throttled like he comes back up. He's got Chosen in his hand still. That's your tank. He comes up with his sword ready. He's not threatened. Like it's nothing. It's nothing. He's wiped sand off his body and charges in. Now we got Sandy and Baracus at the same time. And then it's my turn. Look out. So we need Sandy and Baracus. Sandy has a longbow 1d10. He can strike with that. It's a 1d20 attack. 10. His dex is high. His dex is high. I'll give you the report in a minute. We need Baracus. Baracus, Bloodcraft, what are you doing? They got an average, but he's got a damn good dex. Millie, you're fine. He's got a damn good dex. Missy's rolling 11 for Baracus. But what are you doing? What is Baracus doing? He's a spellcaster. So I need a decision, not just a roll, but like what he's doing. He's got all kinds of stuff he can do. You guys have to decide what he's doing, and then so I can decide what happens here. Baracus is deciding. I know it's like, but it's something that you have to give the players that option of. We need to know what he's doing. Cloud of Daggers. Okay. Cloud of Daggers. I want to make sure that I'm fucking gold on this. Don't want to cheat you in any way. I think I know what's gonna happen, but what if I'm wrong on on any part of it? 60 feet. You got that. Okay. You could choose a point within range. That's not a problem. All right. Okay. That's easy. All right. Cloud of Daggers. So Baracus really doesn't. So you didn't have to roll a d20. So Baracus, what he does is throw himself back, opens his cloak, bares his chest, takes his fingernail, and just cuts his chest up. And then he grabs the blood and the scars and he throws into that area. All this blood flies out in this area, right where the white worm is. And we see that worm come up into it. 4d6 damage. So you're gonna have to roll. You're gonna have to roll 4 times. I think that's the damage, right? On a on a cloud of daggers. Oh, 44. 44, sorry. 44 damage. 44. No, not 46. I fucked up. 44. So you have to roll a d4 4 times. My bad. This is gonna happen at the same time Sandy fires. $44, so you're gonna have to roll a 4-sided die 4 times. There's one. There's one. There's only one. Keep rolling your damage. You can't roll more than one, unfortunately. There's a 2. Wait. No, you rolled a 1. You're trying to trick me. You have a 3 total so far. Nah, I saw it. And a 3. Missy, thank God, rolls a higher number. 7 points of damage total. Okay, I'm gonna add that into what Sandy does. All right, Sandy has a hit. You need a 1d10 damage. Guild, roll 1d10. And I'm gonna add these together and you're gonna see what happens. Roll. Somebody roll. Jazz rolls a 4. Okay. So, you guys rise up out of this. Wolf did nothing. He just engaged these fucking worms. But Sandy jumps up. Now he's got his special attack. Like he jumps, throws his longbow from his back, brings it forward, kicks his feet in, and pulls it back and fires. The worm is wiggling. Boom, 4 points of damage. It lands into its mouth, but at the same time, Baracus has torn his chest apart and throws a cloud of daggers, which is this spinning wounds. This worm moves into it, having been hit, and takes 7 points of damage there. So you see those blows, and the worm twists and moves. Cloud of daggers stays there. So yeah, it hits him. But that happened at the same time. Now, I get my turn. So basically, you're attacking one white worm.
We can get a strong shot here. I'll show you. I'll show you. I haven't touched it. I rolled it, and I'll show you. I'm not touching it. Not going anywhere. It's a 1. It's a 1. I rolled a fumble on the worm. I rolled a fumble on the worm. What I'm going to do with that means I'm going to let everybody else go before the worm. I guess. But I rolled a 1. I didn't touch it. I rolled it and then it was like, well, I'll just show you what I got. A clear fucking 1. Okay. Kelpie's next. What do you want to do with Kelpie? Rock biters? Well, you better hope it sucks because had I rolled a 20, one of you might not be here. That's up to my roll. I happen to roll the worst fucking roll. But Kelpie's next. She's got a 10. It was actually like basically what I needed was an 11, but it's a penalty of 1, so I put it as an 11, but minus your guys' 11. I'm gonna be following your 11, but I want to put it above the 10, so it squeezes its way in there. Kelpie, what do you want to do? Now she's a pacifist. Don't get mad at her. But Fairy Fire. Okay. How do you want to use that? What are you hoping to do with that? What are you trying to do with it? And I assume you mean by Fairy Fire color spray. Are you using color spray? There's no Fairy Fire. I just assume you're talking color spray. What? You don't have that. You don't have anything that would give people a bonus. You don't have that. You guys are just talking at your ass now. She doesn't have Fairy Fire. There's no, like, she has just color spray. But she doesn't have that. She doesn't have Fairy Fire. She has Nature, Color Space, Sleight of Hand, Invisibility, Wing Regrowth, Guidance, Zone of Truth. She doesn't have Fairy Fire. It's written on the current party.
Fine, I'll give it to you. If it's written there, it's not on my index card, but all right. All right, so you're lighting it up. No, it's fine. All right. Very well. Okay. Fair enough. Can confirm. All right. I just don't have it on here, so I need to write it on here because I don't have it on Kelpie's. So she's got fairy fire. I don't know how that didn't make it. All right. Ooh, so Kelpie lights up the worm so everybody can see it. Everybody's got Dex bonus. We've got some advantage here. Unfortunately, that's all it does, though. But that's pretty good. And, Benny! Actually, that's a pretty good fucking bonus from Kelpie. Benny is next. Oh, it gives you advantage if you can see it with fairy fire, so it's a huge fucking bonus. If I don't kill you first. If I don't hit you first. Benny can do chill touch, firebolt, sleep. He has 2 axes that are 1d6 each. It's up to you what you want to do. It depends on what you want to do. If you want to do attack with the axes, that'd be a d20. If you want to cast a spell, you've got chill touch, firebolt, and sleep. In my opinion, you would not want to do sleep. Firebolt, it's kind of like, it's not burning hands, but it's like, it's where you take, like, he will grab fire and just like, whoa. It's almost like a precursor to the firebolt. Like, it's not quite a fireball, but it's just like a piece of, hey, I could throw a fireball if I wanted to, but check it out. So it's kind of a little bolt of fire. Chill touch is good. Baseball, but not a fire basketball. There you go. you want to do chill touch? Okay, if you want to do chill touch, that's pretty easy. I don't think you have to roll anything except for damage. Oh, it's a ranged spell attack. So you do need to make a ranged spell attack. So roll 1d20. Now we're gonna see if you can get that ranged spell attack. Benny's not bad. He's not bad. Thirteen's a hit. 13's a hit. And you do have an advantage, but 13's a hit, you don't need to roll advantage. 13 actually hits, so chill touch. So what Benny does, here's what Benny does. Benny grabs hold of his face, and Benny throws his skull out, and it comes out with hands and skull, and it's death. Benny died millions of times before, maybe, who knows, but that skull comes out and those hands come out, and they grab that worm and they start to strangle it. He's trying to kill that thing. This is a living thing. This lives now. But Benny's lived now and then, and he'll live again. And he strangles it with his skull and hands. So now you're gonna roll damage. One d8, please. It's gonna have disadvantage if this fucker, if he can land it, and you did. It's gonna have a disadvantage, but you want to get good damage on this. Reducing this worm to not be able to do good damage is good. So Knights, free's not great. But you reduce it to it's gonna have disadvantage. That's the most important part. So it's not great for damage, but you're reducing it to disadvantage on next attack. It can't attack because these fucking skeletal things are digging into the worm. We gotta go back now. You start to see the force of these monks. These monks jump out and they're attacking. And I'm sorry my rolls suck, but they're not very good. So the monks come out and they seem completely ineffective. And those of you that are watching, the monks are completely ineffective. They're both attacks that the monks come out, they're whipping around, they're trying to get these worms away. Forget it. The worms are within 60 feet of where you're at. They're really close. Wet noodle monks. Yeah, they're terrible. They're not helping at all. So we're gonna go back to the original line, and Wolf will go first. Wolf, rock biters. I rolled a 2 and a 3. They're not doing shit. You're getting very lucky right now because I'm rolling really shitty. Wolf with advantage. 12, 15. Hey! Alright, longsword, chosen. 1d8. When he's not good, yeah, for damage, but you got a 5. Not great. Still. You have second wind and action surge, so you can have another attack. How about that? Now that's open to you, so second attack. So Wolf gathers himself. He's been knocked aside. He has seen attacks going this. Now Fairy Fire enables advantage, so he gets to roll twice. As you see, he didn't do too much better with the Fairy Fire, but still, boom. He's able to use a second attack, and he's gonna take, I imagine you'll take that 11, huh? Okay, the 11 will work. Roll damage, 1d8. Good. And Wolf has some serious strength on that, so good. That's 10 points of damage. 10 damage. So Wolf is fighting, slashing, launches himself into this worm, grabs hold of it, and slams his sword into it and pulls it out. And then is about to catch himself, slams his sword back in before he falls off, pulls himself back on. He's climbing up that worm to its face. He's gonna get it. Roll a dex check. Roll a dex check. Rock biters, can he get up there? Can your hero get up there? He's trying to get himself up to the top. He might just do it. No, he won't. He slides down. Slight cut, scar, falls down. Doesn't get it. Doesn't get it. He can't get up to the top. So, no. Sandy and Baracus at the same time now. It was a beautiful shot, though. Now, meanwhile, the monks are dealing with the other white worm, and that purple worm is coming forward. But the monks are dealing with the other worm, and they're not dealing with it very well. There's going to be trouble over there. So you guys are taking out one worm. You guys are doing pretty good on one worm. There's another white worm that is just crushing the monks on the other side. And there's a purple worm headed your way. So we're gonna need Baracus and Sandy on this. Sandy is, you're basically rolling his longbow as his best deal. Although you get a sneak attack. Dex check with Sandy. Give me a dex check with Sandy. Roll a dex, guild. And then, but we also have to have, yeah, anybody of you can roll. But we also have to have Brax at the same time. But it does happen at the same time, so I have to take that in consideration. 13 on Sandy's stacks. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be to your advantage. Wait till you watch what we do with that. But still, I still need Baracus to continue. Now he's already got that cloud going. And that cloud stays there. So there's gonna be multiple damage. Got some really cool shit happening right here. Ray of Frost. You're going Frost. Fuck. I think that's a D. Is that a D8? I don't want to do you wrong. I'm always gonna check. I think Frost is a. It is a D8. Okay. It's a D8, range spell attack, so you do need to roll a 1d20. And I'm gonna be adding some shit. Frost is fucking good. Roll 1d20 and then 1d20. You do have advantage though. Get him. We'll take the 12, huh? Probably take that 12. Yeah, let's take the 12. That'd be a good one. 12 just seems better. Seems like a better roll. Okay. 1d8. Yeah, what? Yeah. Five's good. Okay. So now here's what happens. That white worm starts to lean and slope like it's injured. And you can tell there's blood and whatever spitting out of it, but it's coming down. It's still angry. Its teeth are moving. It's still coming at you. Sandy is done with this. Sandy rushes. Sees Wolf there, uses that as his pedestal. He jumps off Wolf. Boom, boom, boom. That's a thief backstab for you. We've got a lot of damage there. That worm buckles back and starts to float back. And you've got a really good shot here. Baracus, eyes cold, hits it with a freeze beam. Boom, Ray of Frost. The worm falls back, collapsed, smashes into the sand, into shards. Everyone looks up. We got it. Sandy jumps up. Wolf jumps up. Everyone's okay. Everybody's okay. Good. Where's the next one? No, the white worm is done. There's another one and a purple worm coming your way. But that's it for that one. You guys killed that one. Everybody gathers themselves. Kelpie is next. Kelpie sees the other worm. coming in hot. Now that other worm's been attacking the monks. She's got to do something about that. She had a fairy fire on this one, but that worked. It helped. But there's another one over here. She's got to do something about that, or do something about that purple worm that's incoming. But that white worm is down. You guys did a really good job against that. I can't do anything about that. But Kelpie's next. So you've got a white worm approaching the monks and attacking the monks. And you've got a purple worm coming in. That purple worm incoming is trouble. That's going to be a problem. It's way like above you. That's like the Balrog. The purple worm is a Balrog. That's guidance on Jenny. Oh, Benny. Okay. Guidance on Benny. Very well. Very well. Kelpie rushes to Benny's shoulder. She holds on to him. She says, I know you can do it. She whispers in his ear, I know you can do it. Benny? Benny, you've got Firebolt and Sleep and 2 axes. What do you want to do? And you have advantage. I think you still have an advantage. Wait. You don't have... No, you don't. You don't. Never mind. Firebolt, Sleep, and 1d6. Oh, guidance. You've got guidance, though. So you have you do have a +4. Benedict! Or Benediction. Full axe. Pulls out both of his axes. He's got him. You're going to need to roll 1d20. We'll see where we go. God, you guys have got this. You guys have got this. You've got this. It's not that hard. As long as you fucking do basics. Not a good roll. Not a good roll. Oh, God. Okay. Advantage. But I don't think you have advantage. How do you have advantage? Hold! How do you have advantage? I don't think you do now. This is a different worm. I don't think you have it. Fairy Fire was on the other worm. Fairy Fire was cast on the other worm. Not this one. So I don't think you have Fairy Fire. I don't think you have anything here. So, however, he's a fighter. He's a fighter. Oh, Bill's boon comes in. Go ahead. Roll again. Roll again. In fact, roll your d20 again. Don't roll your damage again. Roll your d20 again. You get to roll d20. And Forever said, we have Beld's boon. We have Beld's blessing. We're not waiting for you to come at us. We're going to come at you. Knights with the buyout. Yeah. So it's d20 shot. Oh, fuck me. There it is. Solid blow. That's Benny. Boom, boom. That's both axes. That's both axes. So you're going to roll d6 twice. So roll d6 twice. Knights. And another. Four. Okay. So Benny jumps. X launches itself. Pow! Another one. Boom! Launches both of them. Both axes are stuck in the worm. Benny, not to be undone by just axes, he's like, well, now I go to it. Benny runs, jumps, tackles this worm. He can't even get his arms around it. He's too small. But he jumps on the worm and he holds on to it. And he's squeezing as hard as he can. And he's biting it. He's trying to beat this worm. He's got two axes in it. Where you going? My turn. My turn. Here we go. That's a hit. A solid hit. No, I got a 14. No, I was actually rolling for the monks who were fighting this white worm. And that's a hit for them. So as Benny's holding on, these monks jump up. And they're fucking stabbing and fighting. And they drag that worm down into the sand. With Benny pounding and biting and punching. And these monks are just stabbing. That's another white worm down. Now here comes that purple. That's another white worm down. I've got 10 monks on that worm. It's out. I don't even have to roll. Even if they all got ones, I don't have to roll for damage. So you've got that. Another worm down. But here comes that purple. Now this is gonna be a problem. Now guys, I can almost put on a black robe here. That purple worm is not to be fucked with. Not to be fucked with. But it has seen both of its children go down. That purple worm comes up. And it's been moving towards you and it's seen both of its kids go down. Both these white worms attacked. This purple worm is coming at you. What we need is an intimidation roll. You have Wolf with a charisma of 17. Kelpie with a charisma of 18. Sandy, charisma 17. Who do you want to take the roll? Because it's going to be, because if you fail, this could be it. This fucking thing will take the whole party down. You need this roll. But you could do it with a good charisma roll. Your best odds. I've given you your best odds. Wolf has a 17. Kelpie has an 18. Sandy has a 17. Your highest charisma is 18. Company? Company, hold! Sandy's guild, yeah. Sandy has massive charisma. Quippy Fortuitous Potato is something you could do if anybody has the muscle. If anybody has the crowns. Quippy? Fortuitous Potato? It's expensive. It's +5. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. +5. +5. +5. The Fortuitous Potato has been used. From the guild by the school. The school has said, we will use Quippy's Fortuitous Potato. They will use it. That's a big bonus. That's a big bonus. That's a fucking blessing from the school. You're in the school's lands. You're in blood-drenched, blood-soaked land. Here we go. Here we go. It doesn't buy victory. They could roll low. But this is a charisma roll. Who is doing this? Are we going guild? Who's doing? Hold on. Yeah, who's going? Who's going? Charisma. Anyone can do it. Kelpie? Who's going? Kelpie's your best shot. She's got an 18. Wolf, you could do Wolf, Wolf, Sandy, or Kelpie. Wolf and Sandy are the same. Kelpie's got one more point than they do. Fortuitous Potato, I don't think you have to be guild. Oh, any characters affiliated with guild. It would have to be Sandy. No, you're right. It has to be Sandy. If you want that bonus, it's gots to be Sandy. Now, he's got a 17. He's got a 17. He's got a strong fucking bonus. You guys, you need it. It's gonna be 16 will do it. 16 will do it. I would love to do this for you. All right. That purple worm comes in. Sandy. Sandy grabs his longbow. Oh, you coming in? I don't think so. Probably not. What do you want here? There's nothing here for you. Your children are dead. You'll be dead soon. Don't become a dead purple worm. We will kill you. Go back, live, make more white worms. Come on. Come on in. Come on in, we'll fucking kill you. He won't. Purple worm turns around, disappears. Sandy starts. He's got tears in his eyes. He turns around.
Okay. Okay. We've got it. Going back. It's going back. It's going back. I don't know if I convinced it or if it's just seen the others die. If I'd seen the others die, I would have gone back. I wouldn't credit me to this. I wouldn't credit me to this. Don't credit me to this. Don't. I didn't do this. I didn't do this. I just said what was true. I don't think they understand our speech. I don't think they understand. But for whatever reason, it went back. Okay, so we were talking about wine, and we'll take it someplace and we'll get things hooked up. Could you just hook us up with some wine, and then I promise you, we will come back and we can shake on it. Fine. Right. We take what we need, what we think we need, and we find out why the sands have surrounded this place. And I'm sorry for you now. Now I'm feeling it. Now I get it. Because these worms are coming out of here and they're toppling over what seems like a pretty good place. You have my word that we will see what we can do about this. Okay? We'll see what we can do about this. I don't want to see that as long as I live again. I don't want to see that thing come. That purple worm's like death. The white worms are like death. Let's not see those again. We'll see what we can do about this. We'll take what we need, right? We take what we need, and we'll figure out how we go about this. Andy, still taking advantage of him. I'm not taking advantage of them. I think you are pushover, Kelpie. You're a sweetheart. Huh? This is due. This is due. We could have lost our lives here. But it would have been for a good cause. Good cause. We don't even know. We don't know the cause. Good cause. I mean, we're doing something that's good. Don't you feel in your heart that even if you would have died? Oh God, don't you talk about it. If we would have died, maybe you're right. Wolf?
Say we do what we can to protect this place. Protect this place because it cannot protect itself. They need our help. I want to help them.
And that's fine. We help them if we get a little something out of it too. We get a little something out of it. I like that. We help them, but we get a little something too.
Like a symbiote. I think we did well, Benedict. I think we did well.
I got you. Baracus.
Okay, so what we want to do is skin these white worms. I know you're tired and you'd like to go to sleep, but we skin these white worms. We get their teeth, we get their blood. I need their intestines, I need their eyes, everything, and we make the most of our killings. I can come up with some pretty good things we can do with this. This is good. This is a good thing. Let's get to gutting these monsters. It's good money.
That's our night for tonight. I hope you're happy with that. I think you actually rolled really well. You had made good decisions. Took a long time to get some of that stuff decided, but I think it was worth fighting over. I think it was worth talking over. So we got. I think it was worth it. They're like, yeah, God, it was a long time. It was like an hour and a half of discussion over things, but aren't you glad? And then we went on to just get attacked. Sometimes what it takes is a forced fucking attack, a physical attack, to where you're like, oh, fuck. Now we have to do something. And I think we resolved all those issues with combat. Combat. I think we did that. Yeah. There was a lot of flip-flopping, but I think that the combat just brought out everybody's intention, and like I think that kind of found our way through that. So it took so long. Like we were taking a long time, and I thought, well, I can rush this in a couple ways. So I thought that we had a good night. Good night to you who are bailing, and also like I'm gonna be bailing soon too. But I thought you did a really good job. Here's why. Because you fucking thought about it. You cared. We had decisions that were made because you actually fucking cared about the characters. You were like, I don't know. And you cared about the company. You're like, well, I don't know. Like, I don't know if we want to do that. I don't know if we should do that. And that, I think that's important. If we care about the characters and we like, well, this party, like, how do we do it? So I think that we did a good job of looking at the party, caring about it. And then you guys didn't make it like, let's not talk about it. You didn't have a bunch of good roles. You had a couple roles where it mattered. You had a couple roles that gave me a step up where I was like, I'm going to smash everyone. I'm going to smash the whole party. So I had a couple places where I was like, well, they might just be fucked. They might be fucked on this. Yeah, I wouldn't say like, oh, we had a bunch of good roles. No, you didn't. You had the mediocre roles throughout the night. But you made good decisions and you made character decisions. And for that, you're alive. It's a brown robe. Black robe, 2 of you would have died. Love you. You use some powers to fucking help you, but that's also fine with me because that means that people that watch the channel all the time, gaining those fucking crowns, that's also something. It's like, well, if you have that many crowns to use, that means you're watching all the time. You can get a little bonus for that. You're going to get a little bonus for that. So I appreciate you all. Everybody that played. Crowns worked out. I think crowns actually saved you. Crowns gave you advantage. Crowns gave you advantage over me. Like, I was like, fuck, my hands are tied. But, oh, Wonka. Wonka! Willie. Were you watching the whole time? Were you watching the whole time? Just the end. Love you. Love you. How you been? What are you doing? You come in there and sub 5 people. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that very, very much. You're watching the end. I wish you'd get in here on these Wednesdays. You could do it. God damn. You're Bloodcraft. You could lead Bloodcraft. You got a great character in Baracus. A fucking tiefling wizard. Oh my god. You gotta do that. I know. You're in Norway. Well, I know. Dude, you guys, Willy Wonka. I know Willy Wonka from so far back. Like he was here year 1. So we're talking about old school right now. Old school. Willy Wonka. Living in Norway. I knew you were far away. I didn't know you were in Norway. But I used to love just your look. Your fucking... I don't know if that means anything to you. But I liked, that was something that I always appreciated, was your look, the feel of what you did. So I hope that goes somewhere. It's like, I would love if, the Wonka. There was something about you that was magical that I wanted to bring to this channel. And I don't know that I ever succeeded in that, but because there's a special thing that you brought. I don't know. You felt like a magician, and I can't really do that. I feel like a shyster. I feel like yeah, genuine, but I'd rather be mysterious, and you kind of have that vibe about you, and I don't know if I can do that, but I'll do me, but I hope you continue to do you. I hope you're successful at that, and because I like it. I like you. I like what you do, and that's for real. I thought you disappeared. I haven't seen you so long. So when you show up, I'm like, fucking great disappearing act. Great disappearing act. You're like Houdini come out of that tank.
Wow. Forgot he was even in there. Amazing. Like, whoa. You were always kind of a magical person to me. Took the glass elevator. I know a lot of people don't know that's the sequel. Well, I really do appreciate you. I know that Sean and I, we talked about you back in the day. We were like, man, Wonka, like, there's no pressure. It's just like we just liked him. We just like you. You're just Sean and I will be back February 19th. I would love it if you jumped in. I would love it if you were here on February 19th. Because Sean and I will be here, and he would love to see you too. There are just certain people that we appreciated, we loved, we like you, and you're one of them. So it's so amazing to see you. We just were like, man. So it'd be really cool if you were there. If you can't, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. If you're not, well, if you can't, don't worry about it. But know that I'm going to tell him, Willy Wonka jumped in this stream, and he's still kicking. He's still around. He's still alive. He's still killing it. I love you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're in good health. I hope everything you're doing is fucking happening with and for you, because there's not a lot of people it makes me very happy to see you. So how long has it been since Sean was on? It's been over a year now. Over a year, but he'll be here on the 19th. Sean supported the stream. He was here when I was at my low. But he's gonna be here soon, and he would love to see you, man. Just as I love to see you now. He'd just say, Wonka. He knows who you are. So anyway, enough. To everyone else, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate tuning into role playing. Role playing is not something that everybody does. It's like the D&D stuff. It's like not all of you are. I feel like I'm spitting lore that I create that is maybe gonna be remembered by you, maybe not. But this is a personal night. Every role-playing night is a very personal night, because the best times of my life have been role-playing. Have been in another world. Not this one, but in another one. Best times. I've said that many times. Best times of my life have been in another world. And it was the world that I created and shared with other people. So Wednesday is a very, very important night to me. And when I take a Wednesday off, if I say I'm sick Wednesday, it's because I don't think I can provide the best possible experience. If I say we're going to skip this Wednesday, it's because I'm not prepared to give you the best possible night. I want you to have a wonderful night on Wednesdays. So sometimes I may dip out on a Wednesday, and that means like I feel like I want you to know that Wednesdays are important to me. There's so much to enjoy about role playing. Role playing is so fun. I wish you guys were all around the table with me. Tabletop role playing. I wish I could roll the die, and you could roll the die, and we could all play together, and you could just play the character, and I could play the character
fuck yeah, that'd be great. We have to do it this way, but and hopefully we'll find better ways of doing it and figuring out how to do it. But Wednesday's an important day to me. Thursday is movie night. Hope to see you tomorrow for movie night. Staple movie night. Looks pretty funny. One Cold Monkey's got a lot of stuff done for you. I look forward to movie nights as well. So movie night for you. Movie night, I don't have to do anything. Role-playing night, I have to prepare weeks and weeks in advance. But movie night, I don't have to do shit. I just lean on One Cold Monkey. I'll just be like, what do we got? I used to do movie night. I don't have to do it anymore. He does everything for me. Thank God. So I just prep and set it up. Set up the pins and he knocks them down. I'll see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. Love you guys. Take care of your family and friends. And I will see you then. Yeah? Yeah.